I can never figure out when the studio logos end and the actual movie begins.
All right, let's see what you got, Fox. Oh, I bet that's a sea monster. Oh, that's not the movie. Yeah, I think I heard of them. Here we go. Movie! Oh, come on!
Now that we've sat through 17 production logos, welcome to this comparative study on the films Fantastic Mr. Fox and Spirited Away. Fantastic Mr. Fox is a stop-motion animated film directed by Wes Anderson, based on the beloved book by Roald Dahl. It follows the clever Mr. Fox as he outsmarts 3 mean farmers to protect his family and friends. On the other hand, Spirited Away is an animated fantasy film, directed by Hayao Miyazaki and produced by Studio Ghibli. It tells the story of Chihiro, a young girl who stumbles into a mysterious spirit world. In this video, we'll be discussing how these 2 iconic animated films approach storytelling in unique and compelling ways. This study will be broken down into 4 main sections. First, we'll explore the visual style and animation techniques used in each film. Then we'll look at the major themes of identity and self-discovery. After that, we'll analyze how the main and supporting characters develop. And finally, we'll discuss how each film was received by audiences and critics around the world. Let's get started. Even though Fantastic Mr. Fox and Spirited Away are both animated films, their styles are completely different, and that's what makes this comparison so interesting. Both films focus heavily on visual storytelling, using color, motion, and detailed environments to support character emotion and set the tone. Where they differ most is in how they're made. Fantastic Mr. Fox uses stop-motion animation, built with handcrafted puppets and miniature sets. This method gives the film a textured quality. Movements are slightly jerky, a result of animating frame by frame with 12 frames per second, but that rawness adds to the film's charm. Wes Anderson's use of symmetrical composition and warm tones creates his stylized and unique look. In contrast, Spirited Away was made using traditional hand-drawn animation. Kind of like me, before Fox realized they could just loop the same blink animation and call it a day. The animators drew each frame by hand, then scanned the drawings into a computer for digital coloring and compositing. Most of the character animation was done on 2s, meaning each drawing was held for 2 frames, just like in Fantastic Mr. Fox. But in some scenes, the backgrounds were animated more smoothly, sometimes on 1s, to create a more fluid look and enhance the motion. This blend of techniques, combined with the film's vibrant colors and layered compositions, helps create the dreamlike, immersive world the film is known for. The theme of identity and self-discovery plays a key role in both Fantastic Mr. Fox and Spirited Away, but each film explores it through very different journeys. In Fantastic Mr. Fox, the story focuses on Mr. Fox's internal struggle to balance his wild, adventurous nature with his responsibilities as a family guy. Early in the film, we see him craving the excitement of his outlaw days, even though it puts his family in danger. As the story unfolds, Mr. Fox learns to accept both sides of himself. A daring, clever thief, and a caring father, finding a way to honor his instincts while protecting those he loves. This theme emphasizes that identity isn't one-dimensional, but a blend of sometimes conflicting parts. In Spirited Away, identity and self-discovery are explored deeply through Chihiro's journey in the spirit world. When she first arrives, Chihiro is scared and uncertain. And most importantly, she loses her name, being renamed Sen by Yubaba. This loss of her name symbolizes losing her identity and control. Throughout the film, remembering her true name becomes central to her growth. At the same time, Haku's storyline also highlights the theme of identity. Near the end, Chihiro helps Haku remember his real name and that he is actually a river spirit, part of his true self he had forgotten because of Yubaba's magic. This reunion with his true identity allows Haku to be free and whole again. So while Mr. Fox's journey is about integrating conflicting parts of his personality, Spirited Away shows identity as something that can be lost and found, often through external forces and relationships. Both films use these journeys to show that identity is complex and shaped by both internal struggles and outside influences. A really interesting part of characterization in both Fantastic Mr. Fox and Spirited Away is how certain characters grow through a bond of mutual protection, where one feels responsible for helping the other because they were helped first. In Fantastic Mr. Fox, this shows up between Ash and his cousin Christopherson. Early on, Ash feels like Christopherson is better than him in many ways, especially in athletics. Later in the movie, Christopherson even stands up to a bully with his karate moves. So, when Christopherson later gets captured by the farmers, Ash feels a strong responsibility to save him. This moment is huge for Ash's character because it pushes him to move past his own insecurities and step up bravely to protect his cousin, showing clear growth and development in his character. In Spirited Away, Chihiro and Haku have a similar connection. Haku helps Chihiro survive and navigate the spirit world early on. But when Chihiro learns that Haku is trapped under a curse, she feels a deep responsibility to help him in return. This motivates her to face dangerous obstacles to save him and help him remember his true identity. Through this journey, Chihiro grows from a scared, lost girl into a brave and determined young person who learns to trust herself. In both films, these bonds of mutual protection don't just move the plot, they shape the characters. Ash and Chihiro's growth comes directly from their willingness to care for and protect others, showing how loyalty and friendship are key to their development. These are both amazing animated films that share many similarities. But why did Spirited Away become a global sensation, while Fantastic Mr. Fox became not that? Well, a big part of it comes down to reach and emotional impact. Spirited Away tells a story that's deeply moving and universally relatable about growing up and finding strength in a strange new world. Its spirit world is so imaginative and unique that it captured the attention of audiences everywhere. Plus, Disney helped bring it to the West, with Pixar supporting its English dub. That gave it massive exposure and helped it win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. Fantastic Mr. Fox, while also critically acclaimed, has a more stylized and specific approach. Its stop-motion animation and Wes Anderson's direction are clever and artistic, but may not connect with as wide an audience. It didn't have the same global distribution or emotional scope that made Spirited Away so universally accessible. Both Fantastic Mr. Fox and Spirited Away are incredible examples of what animation can do, not just in terms of visuals, but in how stories are told, how characters grow, and how themes are explored. Whether you're drawn to Wes Anderson's quirky, symmetrical world or swept away by Miyazaki's hand-drawn fantasy, it's clear that animation, no matter the style, can be powerful, meaningful, and unforgettable. Anyways, thanks for watching. If this was educational, you're welcome. If not, I'm legally required to tell you that no spirits or chickens were harmed in the making of this video.